It is best to sideline him so the team can regain the structure it had last season before making any further decisions. Yes, do you know who said this? That was Jamie Carragher, the former Liverpool centre-back, speaking about the Cops' defeat to Galatasaray last night and the performance of big signing Florian Wirtz. Yes, it does sound harsh, but who knows, maybe that is actually the best choice at this moment. Hold on a second, let us take a look at his performance from early this morning. Looking at the stats, Florian Wirtz played the full 90 minutes, had 3 shots, completed 32 out of 39 passes with an accuracy of 82%, and created 2 chances. However, those numbers did not translate into any real impact on the scoreline. Notably, Florian Wirtz failed in 9 duels, the most in the match, winning only 4 out of 12 ground battles and not managing a single aerial duel. He completed just 1 successful dribble out of 4 attempts, was dribbled past twice, and lost possession 14 times. These details highlight a lack of sharpness in decisive moments, something an attacking midfielder at Liverpool simply cannot afford. Florian Wirtz once amazed all of Europe with his ability to operate in tight spaces, his unexpected chance-creating passes, and his composure despite his young age. That is why a transfer fee of over £100 million was considered expensive but worth it. Along with such expectations, however, comes enormous pressure, especially at Liverpool, a club renowned for stars who adapt quickly and make an immediate impact. At Bayer Leverkusen, Florian Wirtz was regarded as the creative heartbeat of the team, controlling the tempo and making the difference in big matches. But at Liverpool, he has yet to rediscover that same confidence. His tendency to fade away in crucial games, especially on the European stage, has made the image of Germany's top talent appear increasingly underwhelming. Liverpool supporters are growing impatient on social media. Many argue that Florian Wirtz plays too slowly, lacks efficiency, and some have even suggested using Hugo Ekitike in the number 10 role instead. So far, Wirtz has not proven why he deserves an untouchable spot in the starting lineup. The 0-1 defeat to the Turkish side was a shock not only in terms of the scoreline but also in the performance of Liverpool's players. Over more than 90 minutes on the pitch, he was unable to make any meaningful impact on the game. No goals, no assists, and not even a single dangerous effort on target. By the end of September, Florian Wirtz had made 9 appearances across all competitions for Liverpool. His only contribution was a solitary assist in the Community Shield against Crystal Palace. Beyond that, he has been completely invisible in both the Premier League and the Champions League. These numbers not only highlight his lack of effectiveness but also show that he is struggling to maintain consistency in both domestic and European competition. At a time when Liverpool desperately needed a victory to strengthen their European campaign, the absence of incisive attacking play from Florian Wirtz has forced fans to ask a pressing question. Was the £116 million truly worth it for such unconvincing performances? Liverpool supporters' disappointment extends well beyond the Galatasaray defeat. Since joining the club, Wirtz has failed to live up to the enormous expectations placed on him. While he showed flashes of brilliance in pre-season friendlies, he has faded into the background in competitive matches. With a record transfer fee, Florian Wirtz was expected to become a shining star and a driving force for Liverpool in both the Premier League and the Champions League. However, after 6 league games and 2 Champions League appearances, he has neither scored nor provided an assist. These numbers are alarming for such a high-priced attacking player. Since arriving at Liverpool, Wirtz has faced heavy criticism from pundits. One of the strongest voices has been Jamie Carragher, the former Liverpool defender. Carragher has argued that Wirtz is the clearest problem in Liverpool's current lineup, pointing out that he has failed to deliver in the big games. Carragher also noted that we are witnessing a Florian Wirtz who has failed to integrate with the team and has been unable to create dangerous attacking situations. That is a major problem for Liverpool. They spent a huge amount of money to sign him but have not received anything close to a worthy return. £116 million is not the price for a promising talent. It is the price for a superstar capable of transforming a team. Yet after just a few months, doubts have begun to emerge not only from pundits but also from a very notable figure, Wayne Rooney. The Manchester United legend bluntly stated that he does not see Florian Wirtz as a good fit for Liverpool at the moment. Speaking on the BBC, Rooney did not hesitate to say, Florian Wirtz has talent, but he disrupts Liverpool's balance. I do not see a place for him in the team. This is not just a personal criticism but also a reflection of the current reality. Slot is struggling to find a way to fit Florian Wirtz in without disrupting a system that had been functioning smoothly. The criticism from pundits and fans on social media has made Florian Wirtz the player under the most pressure. A user on X wrote, "He did not make any impact in this match. We need a real star. Not an expensive but ineffective signing like this." Since joining Liverpool, Florian Wirtz has faced a major problem: his inability to adapt to the team's style of play. Although coach Arne Slot has consistently defended his player, insisting that Wirtz only needs time to settle in, fans cannot wait forever for someone who has yet to leave any mark in important matches. Especially at a club like Liverpool, time is a critical factor. This team cannot remain endlessly patient with a player who brings no clear change. After 2 consecutive defeats and frustration reaching its peak, Liverpool supporters are beginning to question whether Florian Wirtz is truly the man they need. For a player with a transfer fee of £116 million, Wirtz must understand that he not only needs time, but also has to prove himself in decisive games. Only when he delivers tangible results can people truly believe in his value. Otherwise, that £116 million figure will be seen as a massive waste. And Wirtz could go down as one of the biggest transfer flops in Premier League history. Arne Slot is now facing an extremely difficult dilemma: whether to continue trusting Wirtz or adjust the lineup to maintain the team's form. His vision for Wirtz remains significant, and it is clear that he still wants to give the German midfielder the chance to rediscover the attacking instincts that once made him shine at Bayer Leverkusen. However, under the current circumstances, continuing to field Wirtz in inconsistent form could negatively affect the whole team. Even breaking the tactical balance that Slot has been carefully building. Putting Wirtz on the bench might be a solution to ease the pressure on him while also avoiding awkward situations on the pitch. Still, leaving him out for too long could damage his confidence, hinder his development, and even stunt his talent. Calling Wirtz a disaster at this stage may be too early, but he is clearly heading in the wrong direction. If he keeps fading away, Wirtz risks not only losing Slot's trust but also being dropped from the starting 11 in favor of more energetic players such as Federico Chiesa or Curtis Jones. In modern football, there are plenty of big money signings who needed time to adapt. Kai Havertz once struggled at Chelsea, and Jack Grealish also took more than a season before truly shining at Man City. But Florian Wirtz's case is different. Liverpool already had a smoothly operating system. He did not come to rebuild it, but to slot into an already functioning structure. And so far, that fit has looked awkward. Slot is clearly not short of options. With Isak, he has a complete center forward. With Ekitike, a young and hungry attacker. And with Salah, still the team's #1 star. So where does Wirtz play? If he drops deeper into a playmaker role, he lacks defensive discipline. If he plays higher up, the former Leverkusen star encroaches on the spaces of Isak and Salah. Or perhaps this: Liverpool could experiment with a 2-striker system. Something Ekitike himself has suggested. In that setup, Wirtz could operate as a traditional number 10, linking midfield with the attack. But the question remains, would Slot, a manager whose philosophy is built on pressing and collective cohesion, really be willing to adjust his system for the sake of one individual? Everyone still remembers Philippe Coutinho's record-breaking transfer when Liverpool sold him to Barcelona for a staggering fee. At that time, Liverpool reaped clear benefits from letting him go. They reinvested in quality signings and gradually rose to become a powerful force in both domestic and European competitions. Barcelona, on the other hand, brought in a superstar at the peak of his career but never received a worthy return. With many problems following in the aftermath, from failures on the big stage to financial troubles. Coutinho's playing style bears some similarities to Florian Wirtz. Their physiques are almost identical, and the expectations placed on them have been, and continue to be, sky high. To be fair, this transfer has not yet reached the level of a disaster. But the issues surrounding Florian Wirtz, from his lack of effectiveness on the pitch to the mounting criticism from pundits and supporters, will undoubtedly lead many to wonder whether Liverpool are facing the signs of a looming setback. Only time will provide the answer. Yet with such a massive price tag and sky-high expectations, Liverpool will surely have to face tough questions. And the real story is still unfolding.